And season 13 of WOR is underway here then in tier 5, and we've been tapped from behind there and spun into the middle of the track. We're on the outside and we're up into 6th position then. Goes a little bit deep there into the corner, so we're going to do a switch back here as we're going for the move here into turn 3, but Aiden's there as well, going to make it 3 wide into the corner, but then we do a switch back up into turn 3 and round the outside this time. He's going to have the move done then. As we cross line now then, P4 in Austria. Hello and welcome to another race in WOR Season 13. This is the Xbox Tier 5 and this is the second round of the season and the Bahrain Grand Prix. Now sadly I don't have any footage from qualifying, but that doesn't matter because we've got a sprint race coming up now then before the main race after that. We'll be going from 7th place, but here is a look at the track then. Once again we have got 3 DRS zones here, so there's going to be plenty of action then. This track has really been a bit of a modern classic in the hybrid era. And yeah, obviously turn 1 then is probably where we're going to see a lot of action then, that long pit straight into the heavy braking zone of turn 1, and there's always a possibility of getting moves done, and then following that the run through turn 3 and up towards turn 4, moves possible on the inside and outside this corner here, and then turn 11 you don't often see overtaking here, but if you get a good run there is DRS there as well to assist you with that, and yeah, we should see plenty of action then through all of these zones then during the race. We are about to get underway then with our first sprint race in league racing. Obviously we did one a few weeks ago in a social race and that one was quite chaotic. We try not to have a repeat of that first lap where we picked up some damage. No formation lap once again then, still waiting for a fix to some issue with that apparently, so yeah, we'll be straight underway then once this timer is ticked down, and yeah, we should be underway then in a second as we've got the lights coming on now. And we are underway here then for the sprint race in Bahrain, and it hasn't been the best launch for us there then. The other Alfa Romeo there then, who's actually a reserve, gets a pretty good start there compared to us and is ahead of us then into the first corner as there's carnage up in front. We were quite cautious there on the outside and it paid off for us then, even though we've lost places there. And then there's a further incident with a few cars going off there, and one of them was the other Alfa there, and yeah, it was the Alpine have bailed out as well, and one of the Ferraris spinning out. So yeah, it certainly paid off for us then, I think, to be quite cautious there, even if we did lose positions initially, because yeah, we didn't get any damage and we are still pointing in the right direction then, still fairly close to the front runners here then. So yeah, just these sprint races, they just seem to give just like an extra chance for some carnage to happen. Then obviously, you know, we're getting 2 race starts here then tonight, so yeah, just doubled the chance for carnage then really down towards the first corner then. So you see replay then, there's a bit of a coming together on the inside there, then a bit of front wing flying about, and then it was actually, I think, yeah, the Ferrari, the Alfa Romeo, and then I think just the Alpine got caught up in the background of that. Couldn't quite see what fully happened, but it just looked like a bit of contact on the outside of turn 2 just caused all that carnage there. As we skip on to lap 2 now then, and one of the Mercedes there in front of us just goes straight on into the barriers. I don't know what that was all about, but that brought out a virtual safety car then, and also moves us up into 6th position. So yeah, rough place then from where we started, and yeah, you can see then by well, we're about to start lap 5 now, that yeah, this front group then has really got some good pace here then. They're pulling away from us and we're now leading like this second group. And yeah, we're under pressure now then from Trey, who's going around the outside here then into the first corner, and yeah, running outside then they've got the move done, but we'll try and fight back now then up the hill towards turn 4 here. We're going to have DRS then, but yeah, just not quite close enough then. We do look to the inside there then, they give us some space, but yeah, we were never going to get back through there then, and yeah, we're down to 7th place then for the time being, and we'll have to see now then if we can try and get that place back here. Just going to see inside here then, just to make sure that we don't get another dive bomb potentially there from behind, but yeah, we don't have to worry about that. At the end of the lap now then, we should have our chance now to retake this position then with the long DRS straight then down towards the first corner here, and yeah, we're just reeling Trey in then very quickly here. Dan's very close by us as well then, so it could almost be 3 wide here then. Not quite, as we're going to the inside now then, and we are through there. It looks like gone a little bit deep into the corner there, but it looks like we've just about managed to maintain our position then. Dan has also gone through there as well, and we're going to have to cover now then up towards turn 4. And yeah, we're still on this inside line then, and Dan's going to try and go running outside here then, and it looks like just about managed to yeah, get ahead then, and yeah, maintain position and up into 6th place. So we managed to overtake one of them, but then lost the place to another one of the cars that was chasing us there then, as we see the replay of that move, almost 3 wide there into the first corner, but Dan backing out of it there then, which turned out to be a good decision because that then allowed him to get the run here up towards turn 4 and running outside here. A very nice move here then to go up into 6th place, but I don't think this battle's going to be able to get them because yeah, we're all just in this group, and the DRS then is so strong down that pit straight that yeah, these battles can just go on and on really, and we should have a good run now then to try and get this move done and get this place back then into the first corner here then. Once again with the DRS, and we're once again on the inside here, and we've got the brake in just right this time, and we are through them and back up into 6th place. But yeah, this battle certainly won't be able to get then, because now he's got the DRS up towards turn 4, so we have to make sure that yeah, we don't have a repeat of what happened last time, but we had a little bit more of a gap this time, so we were able to maintain our position. And yeah, unsurprisingly then, at the end of that lap, it's now going to be us then that is under pressure from down behind. And we've also got Mr. Pigeon Munch, which is one of the best names I've ever seen in a league race, close behind us then, as we cover the inside line, and once again then just about getting the braking right there, and we managed to maintain our position then, and yeah, stay in 6th place for the time being. And yeah, we just managed to hold on to the position after that then. I think there was a little bit of a battle that went on behind us then, which gave us a little bit of breathing space here. So yeah, we were able to maintain this 6th place then for the final few laps, but it certainly wasn't over yet though, because Dan was still very close behind us here then, and I was using a lot of my ERS here to make sure that I could stay ahead right to the checkered flag, as he's going to be quite close then towards the final corner. We braked as late as we could there, and we managed to maintain it then, and yeah, we should just about get in, maintain his position then, as yeah, he certainly caught us towards the end there, but yeah, by a 1/10 of a second there, we managed to take 6th place then, which is going to be 3 points then in the championship, and yeah, obviously means 6th place then for the main event here then, as it was Felice then who took the win from Farfa in 2nd, and Aiden there in 3rd, with Wolf in 4th, and then yeah, Acorn up in front of us there in 5th. It's now time for the main event then, and I was initially going to start this race on the hard tyres, but then seeing everyone else's tyres, I decided, well, I changed my mind really, but then it was quite a panicky few seconds here, because I don't know what was going on here, but like the screen was freezing, like I could only look at the race director for some reason, and I couldn't get back to the strategy screen, but then with a few seconds left, it finally allowed me to go back onto it then and go over to medium tyres here. So yeah, we will be starting on medium tyres then for this race, and yeah, obviously no warm-up lap again then, and sadly there is the audio glitch for this, so yeah, there's going to be no audio for this race. The lights are on now, and we are away, and it wasn't a good start there. We had quite a slow reaction, and then just absolutely no grip at all. I felt like I was on the hard tyres here, because yeah, there's absolutely no traction at all there then, and we've fallen to almost the back of the field here then. So yeah, that good work then to gain a place in the sprint race has been undone straight away here then, as through turn 1 it's all nice and clean this time, except for BRT Wolf there, who lost out of turn 2 and has gone off and spun out to the back there then. So yeah, we've gained a place then, and we're looking at Borja here into turn 4. This is for 11th place now then, as yeah, I think there's another incident there, and in fact there's yeah another one, because Sem has gone off there on the exit turn 4. So we're side by side here, but there's then contact with, I think there's someone behind us then, and then yeah, we made contact with Borja and he went spinning out there. So yeah, a bit of a scrappy first lap here then, as Bell now then gets a good traction out of turn 8 there and overtakes us into, well yeah, coming out of that corner then. Here is a replay then of the start, and I really don't know what happened here. I mean, it was a slow reaction initially, but then yeah, just had absolutely no traction at all. I thought the issue like with my wheel had happened where it went to 100% throttle, but that wasn't the case. It was just, yeah, I just had absolutely no traction at all there then. I don't know if they've like changed the start launch system, how it works or something, I don't know, but yeah, we just couldn't get away. And then here's the incident with Borja then. I believe the Alpine there drove into a gap that wasn't there. I think he made contact with both of us, and that sort of just made me and Borja like sort of slide into each other a bit there. So yeah, a shame for Borja there, he fell to the back. And then we've also got the Mercedes of Acorn there that just spun out on lap 2 there, so that moves us back up into the points. And then Sem, for some reason there, with acres of space on the inside, tried to force past us with 2 wheels off the track there on the outside, but, well, managed to get through then, so what do I know? And yeah, they're up into 10th place then, but yeah, that seemed like a very odd choice of a place to go for a move there then, or a way of making the move, I should say. But yeah, they're through there and up into 10th place here, and yeah, we're just trying to make a bit of a fight back here then, as the Mercedes got very close to us there in the first couple of corners. And then on to lap 3 then, we've got Sem and Belnell battling then down this back straight then towards turn 11. It looks like Sem's going to get the move done then with the DRS here into turn 11, and yeah, they are through then up the inside, and we should have a good chance now then, because it looks like the Alpine's quite slow there. And running outside then in turn 12, and we've got the move done here then up into 10th place, and yeah, we're finally back up into the points then. Now I actually decided to pause here to try and save my footage so far in case I had any more recording issues, and that then just immediately made me lose the position once again. I didn't realise that you lose straight line speed when you're paused. I always thought that you sort of maintain your speed on straights, but I guess not. And yeah, we lost the place then, so that good work to get that move done. Yeah, it was for nothing there then, sadly. But yeah, I didn't know if my footage was going to save or not, because I've just been having so many issues. Well, back in the last races we saw, and also yeah, because I couldn't save any of qualifying for this race. But yeah, then on lap 4 we have an incident there between Chris and Sem is out the race then, and that brings out a safety car here then. So yeah, it's been interesting then to see what people do. It seemed too early for me to be going over to hard tyres here, so I wasn't planning on pitting, as yeah, we had to slow right down there for that delta. It was very slow there for some reason, but yeah, we might just manage to get slowed down. But yeah, as I was saying, it didn't seem like the right time to be pitting here, so my plan was always to stay out. I mean, there was a possibility of going over to softs maybe and just going for a push stint until the hard tyre stint, but that didn't seem worth it from where I was. So yeah, I decided to stay out here then. Quite a few cars pitting there, which I thought was a bit of a surprise. I did wonder if I'd maybe done the wrong decision there, but we're up into 3rd place then for the time being, so we'll just have to wait and see. I was hoping there would maybe be like another safety car like a few laps after this, so that then we could go over to hard tyres and comfortably go to the end from there then. As we're now getting ready to go racing and once again here on lap 6, and yeah, we'll see what happens then. Nick Felice leading the way then, and we'll see then how we approach this restart then. We're not going yet then, so it looks like he does not want to give Dan that slipstream all the way down this pit straight then, and we'll see just where he yeah, drops it then. And there he goes then, and it's been a very good restart there. He's managed to build up quite a gap already there, and it's actually Epic Freestyler here then who's had a very good restart there then, overtaking us here and is looking it down into the first corner. They brake way too late though and wiped out the race leader, and through goes Sam then up into 1st place. Sorry I had to do that there, but yeah, we're up into the lead then as it all just kicked off there into the first corner. Dan just about managed to get through it then, but yeah, lost the place to us, but still was in 2nd place then. And there's Aiden, Pigeon Munch and Legends then all on hard tyres there, making up the rest of the top 5. But yeah, just a mistake there from Epic Freestyler after the restart there, wiping out Iqbaliz, and then Dan almost getting caught up in it there, and it just opened up beautifully for us there to take the lead of the race there. And yeah, on to lap 12 now then, where we're still up at the front here then. We were now being called into pit here, but I didn't want to pit just yet, just in case there was a safety car here. I wanted to try and try and pit when there was a second safety car, if that certainly came, if that was to come along. But yeah, we had to watch out for Dan then, who was on the same strategy as us here. He's going for the move here then down towards the first corner, and yeah, we managed to hold him off then, just as we were doing in the sprint then. We're still here battling here in the main event here, which is, and now for the race lead then, but of course both of us still have to pit at some point, but it's just going to be a case of when that is, and yeah, what the race is looking like when we do pit here. On to lap 14 then, we're still not coming in yet. We are starting to be under a bit of pressure here though from some cars that are on the hard tyres here, as yeah, Dan looks to the outside once again then, so we managed to cover the inside line once again, as Aiden's now making the move on Dan then, and they're side by side behind me, and they make contact there in fact, go spinning out, and once again then we've got a bit of a gap here up at the front then, over a second, so's behind us. And yeah, that was worked out quite nicely for us then. It gives us a little bit of breathing space once again here. We skipped to lap 18 and I still haven't pitted. I was just waiting for that second safety car and it just wasn't coming, and I figured that, you know, my pace was still looking okay. I was still in like the high 32s, low 33s. So yeah, I figured may as well just wait this one out then and go over to soft tyres and see, yeah, just how much progress I could make at the end really, as we're only now just being overtaken then by Farfu on the hard tyres here. So yeah, you can see like our pace wasn't too bad compared to those on hard tyres here. It didn't seem worth it to have like pitted earlier and gone through the whole phase of the hard tyres being cold. I figured, you know, may as well just stay out here. If there's a safety car, then that's perfect for us, but if not, then we can still go for a push here on the soft tyres. So yeah, we finally do pit then at the end of lap 19 from second place, and we are going to go over to the soft tyres then. And yeah, we were getting close to puncture range, I think, with the mediums here. I mean, as far as I'm aware, it's still 75%. I don't know if that's changed or not recently, but yeah, we were close to that. So yeah, it was a good time to pit there. And the soft tyre should take us to the end from here now then, if we've done 19 laps on the mediums. Obviously, some of those were behind the safety car, but yeah, we should be able to do 10 laps then on the soft tyres. And yeah, we'll see how much ground we can make up then. Obviously, we're going to be a little bit slow here then initially on yeah, the cold rubber here, but we'll see then how much ground we can make up. As the gap then is 11 seconds with 9 laps to go here then, and it's really going to be then in this middle sector where we gain a lot of the time then. And yeah, you can just see the gap now tumbling down here then in this tight and twisty sector too. I was finding that the gap wasn't coming down as much in like the other parts then. I think maybe I was running a bit higher aero as well, so maybe that was making a bit of a difference then, because I didn't really seem to be getting much then down the pit straight or, you know, in sector 3 at all. You can see here on the next lap then that the gap has come down by close to a second and a half then compared to where we were at this point in the lap last time round. So yeah, we certainly are catching very quickly then. We should be in with a chance here of catching them before the end, and it's really in the second sector where the time is, you know, where we're really finding the time, and the gap is just coming down hand over fist here. So yeah, this is really where we're getting all the time. Unfortunately, I had the issue again where I lost the footage from the end of the race. Yet again, it was lap 22, but thankfully this time I did have the DVR footage. That was of course why I was saving it beforehand. But yeah, we are going to at least see what happens then in the final 3 laps, but sadly it won't be with good a quality. But as you can see then, the gap is down to just 2 seconds then with 2.5 laps to go. I'm skipping another lap now then, and yeah, we're just over a lap to go now. We're right on the tail of the pair of them then, and yeah, it's looking like we could be on 4th place and possibly even a podium then, because Trey has also just had a spin there from 3rd place, I believe, there. So yeah, they could be within our reach then, possibly, depend on how quick we can be. Obviously these tyres are quite a second hand at this point as well then, these soft tyres, but the hard tyres are absolutely dead at this point, I'd imagine, because they've been on them nearly 25 laps at this point. As we're going for the move then, running outside of Aiden here then, but then Chris was actually a bit still on the outside there, and we just got a little bit boxed in there, so we couldn't make the move stick. But we should have a good run out then up towards turn 4, but as I was saying before, our straight line speed doesn't seem to be that great then. We're going to try and go running outside there into turn 4, but Aiden there is well out of control, runs us almost, well, he did run us off the track there then, and that's cost us quite a bit of time, and that's possibly given Chris a bit of breathing space in 4th place here. Then we should still have a chance there of passing Aiden then in the rest of this lap, because yeah, his tyres seem absolutely shot to pieces then, and whilst our tyres aren't great, we do seem to have some life in them still. And yeah, coming out of turn 10 now then, and Aiden very slow there then, so we with the DRS now then as well, we should have a good chance of getting this move done then, down towards turn 11 here, round the outside. Once again then, he's going very deep into the corner there, but this time we were wise to it and we managed to just do a switch back there and get the move done and up into 5th place. And well, I do feel that it probably should have been 4th place here then, as yeah, we see Farfu there taking the win, but I mean, you know, wasn't Chris's fault, of course, so, you know, there's nothing we can really do about that then. And, you know, to be honest, I could have maybe seen that move come in and tried to go for the switchback as I did eventually then into turn 11 there. I think it was always going to be a bit of a risky move running outside, so, you know, P5 considering our start and our overall pace here, I don't think that's too bad a result then. Another solid finish in the points, end up in the top 5. So, yeah, I think there's a lot to be happy about there then. I don't know what would have happened if there had been another safety car around about the time where we were going to pit. Could we have been in the fight for the win? I'm not sure. Because, like, Farfu, he looks very quick, so I think it would have been a chance for quite a lot of, I think, for pretty much everyone to have gone over to, like, fresh tyres, so we probably wouldn't have been in the fight for the win, but, I mean, you know, maybe a podium here was possible, but, you know, here are the final results then, and it's 2 wins from 2 races then for Farfu, having inherited the win from Wolf getting that penalty in Austria. There's a reserve driver, IGN Legends there, taking 2nd place, and Trey then completes the podium in 3rd. Chris was 4th, and yeah, as we saw that, we were 5th with Aiden in 6th, and then it's Pigeon Munch, Wolf, and Bell. They were the only, and we were the only 9 finishers then, although it's still saying that Dan got a point there, so possibly, yeah, he was still classified there in 10th place, I'm not sure. Yeah, but yeah, just so many retirements then. Bit of a shame as well to only see that there were 16 of us in only the 2nd race here, but yeah, hopefully the numbers will be a bit better next time then. I'm not sure what the championship standards are at this point, but I think we're still in 4th place then. We'll be on 25 points then with our points from this race and also the sprint, and I think we should still be in 4th place then. But yeah, Farfu then, I think it's going to have a pretty big lead at this point then. It should be 57 points then, if I've got that right, if we include the sprint race as well. So yeah, he's looking very good at this stage then. So yeah, it's already looking like it might be a 1-horse race, this championship, but still we're in a good position then for the time being, so yeah, can't be too unhappy with that then. And that is it for this race. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, really appreciate a like on the video. I shall see you next time then. We'll have a brand new track for us to be racing out then with the Miami Street Circuit. See you then.